country. It's a pity to hear that there are people, Salvadoranians, who want to solve problems with a gun in their hands and killing people. That's not a solution.
His current visit to the United States has sparked protests by some Americans who want us out of El Salvador. The president of El Salvador, Jose Napoleon Duarte, is coming up on tonight's edition of Tomorrow, Coast to Coast. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, here in New York City, and thank you for watching us across the country tonight. We're back to music tonight with Mr. Eddie Rabbitt, who has an album out which is called Step by Step, which is currently at the top of the country and pop charts all across America. He has written hits for a lot of people, including Elvis Presley. Now he writes for himself, and he is going to perform for us tonight and tell us about how a boy from Brooklyn, New York, became one of the biggest stars in the pop and country recording industry. First up tonight is a gentleman who was here, I think, about 3 or 4 months ago, whose name is Dave Allen. He is very, very popular on television overseas, especially in Great Britain, the United Kingdom. He is now here in New York performing a show called An Evening with Dave Allen, since it would not be possible for him to say it's an evening with Steve Allen, because his name is Dave Allen. And he was here for about 5 minutes one night, about 4 or 5 months ago, and we kind of shortchanged him, and he's back tonight to spend some time talking about how he got in the business and why he's in New York doing his talk show, and whether he's making any money and whether he's having any fun. Just a little meander through the life of Dave Allen tonight. Also, Mr. Cameron Crowe, who has a book out which is called Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He was a reporter for the Rolling Stone magazine. In fact, he not only was a reporter, but he is a reporter for the Rolling Stone magazine, unless something has happened in the last 25 minutes that I have no idea about. And this book was commissioned to allow him to go underground into high school, to pose as a student and find out what young people today think about drugs and about sex and about alcohol and their teachers and their parents and their careers and what they want to do with the rest of their lives. So that's our show for tonight, along with the interview with the president of at El Salvador. Now, also tonight, as promised last night, we put together some photographs of our trip to Cairo in Egypt. A bunch of us went over there a week ago Sunday for an interview with the president, Anwar Sadat, which did not materialize for reasons that are not important to go into here. So we had a day to spend doing some sightseeing, and we took along just a still camera, George Paul, the director, John Huddy, the producer, and I, and we'll show you some photographs of things that are taking place in Cairo, and I think you'll find it interesting. Speaking of Cairo, one night George Paul and I went out for dinner there, and we had a couple of drinks, and the lady came back, and she took our order for food. And I said, we'd like to have one more drink, and she said, the drink is finished. Now, this is 8 o'clock at night. I'm having a heart attack, for heaven's sake. You know, Sadat had kicked the Russians out of Egypt. I thought they took all the vodka with them, okay? So we had the dinner, and when you're in a